athletic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Finds a man in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Throwing right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And how about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Snagged in the middle. It's Simmons. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
Off the play fake on first down. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks. And you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here in the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
On the ground, it's Avery. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Pocket breaking down. Trying to set up the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. This is a designed run. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Gets it out quickly. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, he'll take that throw all day.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. The short hands, it's Simmons. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Gonna run it, it's Pop. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He wants to throw it. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game.
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Prince. Quickly out to the tight end. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. 3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Parks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got a man in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a really nice job understanding. I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Here's the handoff. Shows him the stiff arm. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Let's go! Looking for a man, it's Prince. He lofts one down the sideline. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch, it's Meredith. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Ball's at the 27, it's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Quarterback making checks. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Looking for the end zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Alabama has a lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Wisconsin. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thompson. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Power football with the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Auburn going to work with another 1st down. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Wide open downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Auburn lines up quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The corners are walked up tight. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now with the 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Prince. Fires to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. To the ground with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Parks. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the 1st? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Got it set up on the outside. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Caught over the middle, it's Simmons. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Defense playing a bail technique. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking downfield, it's Prince. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. He's got it down the left. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Good timing on the quick out. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Prince. Fakes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Grabbed over the middle at Simmons. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Howard. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Grab behind the line, it's Howard. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. To the air, it's Prince. Here comes the heat. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Takes it the other way. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Howard. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly, and you get your eyes on the quarterback, and you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Meredith. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll leave it with him. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Dropping back, it's Prince. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he's got some space. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them. and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Gets it out fast. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. He wants to change this route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And it's in there for a touchdown. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Breaks into the open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to run it to the right. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They've been running it, but now the pass. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Tigers! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Off-play action on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Parks. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. To the air on second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Breaks into the open on the left. And it's in there for a touchdown. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. So here comes the Auburn offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out.
There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wants to throw. It's Prince. Here's a heat. Makes the grab deep. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 30. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Under fire. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. He'll do it himself. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Oh, the attempt is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got him downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Prince. He's not afraid to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The offense in hurry-up mode. Now from inside the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Parks. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's got it on the move. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a parting gift, a late touchdown. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets him to the 49-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. To the air on 1st down. Going for it all. They had to have it, and they got it. A touchdown late in this game.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And some room to work. Turning it on. Touchdown, Auburn. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They pushed the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Northwestern is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today in Evanston. They're trailing by 24 to Oregon. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, second and long from the 19. Back to throw, it's Prince. He's taking the deep shot. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.